Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel today. Today we're in Minecraft, as you can see, and I'm going to be making a new series. Basically what I'm going to be doing is making a world, naming it something random. What should I name it? Think of like something like hello, but like low, so hello. No, hello, like hello. Yeah, it sounds like a Korean Japanese name somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Heow. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, so we're gonna be naming it Heow, I guess. And it's gonna be survival. It's gonna be hard, obviously, because I'm just built like that. I always turn on experiments. I like the experiments. And let's create it. So what this is basically gonna be is just gonna be a survival world that I'll be playing on while I'm giving out my opinions on anything random. This is very heavily inspired by IBX Toy Cats, videos. The thing I wanted to talk about today is the Xbox controller on Minecraft. The first thing I'll be going over is what are my settings, and then the second thing will be what I highly recommend to change on your, controller while playing Minecraft. Now, personally, I love using my controller while I'm playing Minecraft. Because instead of sitting all up and playing with mouse and keyboard, you have to reach over. You can just lay back with controller and relax, play something. I like using my controller, especially while playing Minecraft Survival. But generally, I don't use it that much when I'm playing Minecraft Creative, PvP, or just using a lot of commands in general, or doing something that I need better control over. But in general, if you're just playing survival Minecraft and you don't need to use a lot of commands, or you don't need a lot of, you don't need to be very precise or anything, you can just lean back, play with your controller, relax. It's all nice, it's all good. It's very nice, and I love playing with my controller in Minecraft Survival. That being said, there are some things about it that I have changed, like the settings. So my first and the most best setting to change here is definitely when you press down your right analog stick. It makes a click and it makes, it's a button. Well, the way it is right now, it makes absolutely no sense. On the default controller settings. And I like the default controller settings well enough. But, it's not as good as when you customize it to your liking. But I think everybody should have this. So you know how when you're walking, it makes sense if you were to push the left analog stick to start sprinting, because sprinting is a different form of walking. Well, why is it then when you're flying, this only is for when you're flying, that you move down slowly when you press the right analog stick? That's why I feel so since you use the right analog stick to move around your camera or your screen and stuff, that's why I feel when you should press it down, it should, change this perspective. I feel this is very logically consistent, especially on, what the left analog is like. And it's very consistent all around, and I recommend anybody who is using a Xbox controller to do this, because it's way better. And you can also just use shift, and there's no option to go up. I wouldn't be as confused by it if there's an option to fly up slowly with the left analog. But since there's not, it's just very logically inconsistent. So that's my first and most obvious change. Now my other changes is basically more based on preference. I don't highly recommend it for everybody. I guess they're fine changes, but you don't need it. Oh my gosh, nope. But I like having more responsiveness. I feel So that's why I changed it. When I press my RB button on my controller, attack, because it's just way more, responsive than having to press the sugar. Like, I mean, you can still do it really fast, like, but it's just nowhere near as responsive. Like, I mean, it's responsive in the same sense, but like you have to press it down for a certain distance, while this is like instant, you barely have to press it down. That's why I changed it, because I just prefer it to be more responsive. That's the only way I can describe it. And then I changed the place block, because here's the thing. When you're in like a PvP encounter, or you have to run away, but you're trying to attack, and like you have to switch between like your blocks and your thing, you have to like put your finger up, and then you can't really attack really quickly because you have to move your finger to like switch. So that's why I put both switching like items as switching things to the right of the LB button, and switching things to the left of the RT button. So they're on the same thing. Switch to one thing, place a block, or running away. I switch to another thing, like to attack, and then I can like slash and then go. So like when you're running, you can like switch blocks but still attack. You can do that regularly, but like you have to switch items and you have to place your finger up, and so it's not already on the attack button. So that's mainly why I switched that. I don't know if I'm explaining it correct. Maybe you guys understand, maybe not. I don't know. I hope I'm explaining it correctly, or okay-ish. Alright, let's move on to my next change. One thing I find very important in Minecraft is the pick block. And that's why I changed it when there was like no option. It's so useful, especially in creative and stuff. And like I said, I don't really use my controller a lot in creative, but when I do, I really like the pick block thing. So that's why, since I, just got rid of the right analog, and then replaced it with, F5, made the old button for F5 the pickup button. When I press up D-pad, I pick block. I do recommend it if you change your F5 button to the right analog. And that's pretty much what I, wanted to cover. So thank you all for watching. If you watched through the entire video, I'm not trying to copy anyone, especially Abby's Toy Cat, because that's mainly why I'm doing this. I just really wanted to, express my opinions and stuff, and it feels nice when you do. And people listen to you and stuff. So I'll definitely be making more videos on this later, probably. But yeah, so thank you for everybody who listened, and I'll see you all on the next one, I guess.